Hi all, welcome to episode number 7 of the Road to Top 100, focusing on the Norwegian League on this run. Hopefully prove successful and get ourselves done and dusted with the Scandinavian pool. So we can smash links, be awesome, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G the Legend. All the links are down below for playlist on the channel and social media links as always. Hopefully you're still enjoying this, definitely getting through the leagues thick and fast. I'll have to get the spreadsheet up shortly of the leagues that we have done and dusted. So as you can see, we've got a healthy pile of players coming in there and a few players that will go on the transfer list. Plenty of teams that we're getting done and dusted, which is what we want to see. Just gets us out the road and just kind of sorted there. But club's looking a lot healthier as well, as you saw there briefly, just showing the amount of players briefly as well. I think it was a bit, obviously because I'm going that fast, it's always hard to try and keep up. But Lillestrøm is the team that we're focusing on just now. But 4,500 players, 4,500, I think I briefly saw there. Not 100% sure if I've definitely got come the end of this episode. Another thing I've noticed as well, English players are quite common in, well, I can't say quite common, that's telling a lie, between like Norway and Sweden. Obviously Sweden, for Ostersund's case, there's a couple of English players. Norway's got a couple of English players as well. Depending, obviously, if they ever did an SBC where there was an impetus on like so many English players, or it was English players but it's like so many leagues, then out with the top 4 you could say to yourself, oh, I could go and have like Norway, Sweden, obviously you'd have SPFL would be covered, Ireland, but there's so many ways you can work around it. In terms of teams to focus on in Norway, if you wanted to do any sort of trading, I've noticed Molde and Rosenborg seem to be the two best, mainly because of who you've kind of got. It's I'm not even going to try and pronounce the guy's name that's up top, the Icelandic dude, Vichalmson, if I've kind of nailed it right, I might be wrong. He was part of the Player of the Year vote when it was like when Regenison won it. And on the topic of Regenison, he is very pop. Him, Mike Jensen. Mike Jensen's like extinct. You rarely see him on the market. It's kind of crazy. I think it's Konradsson, if I remember the guy's name right. I'm sure it's Konradsson. Is the other player for Rosenborg. That's quite. You rarely see him. When he does pop up, it's like 9-10k. And he goes, I'm like, he plays in a small league. He's not, yes, he's like one of the best rated silver players, but surely these kind of cards, why did they go for that? It's kind of baffling. Well, like Mike, to be honest, for Mike Jensen, in Mike Jensen's case, he should not be a silver. He should be like a 77, 78 rated gold. He's been like 74 for about like the last 2 years or something, and the guy's been, he's had a Player of the Year card, he's had an SBC card, try that again. Player of the Year card, Player of the Year SBC card, and a Team of the Season card. And the Team of the Season card was like 87 rated or something. But in all honesty, I don't get why they just can't give him a good rated card. Say this year, I know the Player of the Year card, which went to 80 rated, was quite appealing. It was quite. I think some people did use it. Team of the Season card was quite decent as well. But you almost feel like this year should be the year, like, why not just make them gold? It would be fun, it would be more worthwhile. But Rosenborg got plenty silvers, especially when I think the season kind of kicks back in. If there's any big notable game, when Rosenborg and Molde kind of play, and depending when they do play, and also depending on the hype of the game still, if there's still decent hype within the game, then these kind of teams would actually probably experience a good rise. And they did go up alright when it was the Player of the Year SBC, but I think that was because there was already hype and people were already pre-prepared, so unless you didn't have these teams, then you were kind of snookered. But as I said, Molde and Rosenborg are generally the two best. Strongest set, Viking, Ailslund, and I'm trying to remember, there's one, not Brian. It's one of their teams that's got a decent amount of silvers to kind of, that you can trade with, and what you find is it's Lillestrøm's not too bad as well, actually. But what you find is with these kind of teams, you can just trade away. Especially, as I said, I would recommend Rosenborg and Molde. They're the two. I've seen it. Quite a few folk have asked me, like, even though they're small dead leagues, but if you're targeting them, you can buy them for like 250. Like the rares you can get for like 250, 300. But you generally do find they will sell on quite well. I had someone like not so long ago had got like a Mike Jensen snipe for like a couple K, and they sold them on for like double the money or something. I was like, well, fair play. But it depends when these kind of cards pop up as well. Sometimes you have periods of the day where there's like none on the market. Suddenly there's like a full page, and you're like, that didn't happen yesterday. But other than that, though, we are getting through this league fairly quickly. I'm quite chuffed with this. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to have a bit of difficulty getting through this, but we are flying through this. And in all honesty, I am pretty chuffed that we have got through this. No kind of hiccups or any sort of muck-ups. The good thing is as well, a lot of the players that even I've got as duplicates in this episode, I've noticed, I can easily just I'm pretty much listing them up on his transfer list, getting dealt with them, and hopefully getting some profits into the bargain. So because Smash Links be awesome, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, GZLegend. Take care, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.